Dear children, Namaste to all. How are you? I hope you are all healthy at your home. Dear children, in last video we have seen the world wars, about the world wars and how the United Nations formed. That is the formation of the United Nations, the aims of the United Nations and the principle of the United Nations. So I hope you all understand the concept well. Now we are going to see the rest of the chapter. Dear children, today's information we are going to see the specialized agencies of United Nations. So specialized agencies means that is some of the groups are combined together and working with the United Nations. Let's see there are 15 specialized agencies which is working with the United Nations. Some of them are, see, the first one is WHO. This you all aware. Nowadays, this organization helping a vast, isn't it? Because due to the pandemic situation, the World Health Organization giving some of the solutions to prevent the disease, isn't it? So WHO works globally for a public health and diseases. So it is work globally means what? World. All over the world they are using to prevent the diseases. And the second one is UNESCO. So UNESCO is nothing but United Nations Educational, Scientific and Culture Organization. So UNESCO works for child education, for improving the technology, for securing the human rights. And then the third one is UNIDO. That is, it stands for United Nations Industrial Development Organization. So UNIDO works for poverty reduction and environment sustainability. Then the fourth one is International Labour Organization, that is ILO. ILO works for development, for working condition and standard of living of workers. And then fifth one, FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. So it works as international forum for discussing food and agriculture issues. And then sixth one, WBG, that is World Bank Group. So it's a very important, one of the important agencies in United Nations, that is WBG. Works as the supplementing private foreign investment. And the seventh one is UNEP. UNEP, that is, it stands for United Nations Environment Program. That is, works for inspiring people to improve their quality of life and saving environment. And the eighth one is UN Women. That is, United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women. So it works for on gender equality and the women empowerment. What is the name of the lesson? Yes, United Nations. Now today we are going to see the structures of the United Nations. See, some of the structures are there. See, the structures of the United Nations. The UN has 6 different organs or bodies that have the different functions. So, see, in human being, how the organs are very important. See, without the organs we can't do. So, a man cannot live, isn't it? So, likewise the same thing it is for a UN also. Some of the very main important organs are there in the UN. So, that have the different functions, and also each organ have a different functions. Let us see one by one. The General Assembly, the Security Council, the Secretariat, the Economics and the Social Council, the International Court of Justice, the Trusteeship Council. So, these 6 are the main functions or organs for the UN. See, the General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, International Court of Justice, the Secretariat, the Trusteeship Leadership Council. Okay, so these are the structures of the United Nations. Now we are going to see the General Assembly. So see the General Assembly. The General Assembly is the main organ of the UN. See, it is the one of the main significant organ of the UN. It is made up of all 193 members of the countries. So it is made by all the members which is the members of the United Nations. So it is made by all the countries. Sorry, that is a member of the countries. And each country has one vote. So 193 countries are the individual vote. And then it meets every year. So every year they conduct the election and each country have their individual vote. Discussions on all the actions of the UN are held in the General Assembly. So some of the discussions, that is like problems, what are they facing by the individual countries, all the discussions are placed only in the general or held only in the General Assembly. Every member's country can put forward its idea and opinion. So every member of the country have their own idea. They are shared their ideas and opinion in the General Assembly. And then based on the discussion, the decision are taken on what the action should be taken. So based on the discussion, based on the meeting, what is the result? So the result have been taken on the discussions. And also the action will be taken. Okay, and the member decide routine matters with a simple majority vote, more than the half votes. So the majority, so if they overall accept the ideas, so the majority votes will be the final result or final decision which will be taken. And the important decision required a 2/3 majority. So only the important decision will be taken where they get the 2/3 of majority votes. However, it is not compulsory for the member nation to follow the recommendation of the General Assembly. So it is not compulsory for all the member nations to follow what are the recommendations which was given by the General Assembly. So this is the General Assembly. Now next we are going to see the Security Council. The Security Council. The Security Council is the most powerful organ of the UN. So the General Assembly is one of the important organ, but the Security Council is one of the powerful organ of the UN. It is responsible for maintaining the international peace for restoring. So restoring means nothing but to replace or re-establish or put back. Okay, so it is the responsible for, so the Security Council alone is the responsible to maintaining the the peace all over the country which was membered in the United Nations, and also restoring for re-establishing, that is replace the peace if a war break out. So if it is a war break out in the any nation which was a member of the United Nations, so they have to restore or they have to replace the peace. And then the council meets whenever there is a treaty peace. Okay, the council meets whenever there is a treaty peace. It is one of the important. And it may also meet if the nation has complaint against the other nation. So if the nation have any problem with the other nation, means they can complain to the Security Council of the United Nations. All member countries have to accept its decision. So all 193 countries have to accept what are the rules which was given by the Security Council of United Nations. And then the Security Council has 15 members. So the 5 of them have permanent seats. So in that Security Council, there are 15 members of nations can participate in the Security Council, or the members of the Security Council. Among the 15, only the 5 have the permanent seat. Do you know why they are given the permanent seat? Do you have any idea, children? Because the total that 5 countries are developed by economically and socially, so they are very developed countries. So only this 5 countries alone have a permanent seat in that Security Council. Let us know who are they. These are United States of America, United Kingdom, France, Russia and China. So these are the flags of those countries. See, who are they? United States of America. It's such a very richer country in the world, isn't it? And then United Kingdom, France, Russia and China. So these countries have a permanent seat in the Security Council, and these permanent members have the power to veto or overrule any majority resolution. That is, if they have the permanent members have the power or decision, can take a decision overrule if any majority resolution. So this among these countries have the majority power to take a decision, and the other 10 members are elected each for 2 years. So other members can be elected only for each year. Now let us know about the Secretariat of the United Nations. The people who works in the United Nations, that is the staff members from the Secretariat. So the people who are working in the office of Secretariat, that we called as staff members we called as a Secretariat. And it carries out the day-to-day work from the UN. So they only doing the day-to-day. What are the rules? What are the charters? How to be publicized by all other members of the nation. And then the head of the Secretariat is the Secretary General. So who is the head of the Secretariat? Yes, of course, the Secretary General. He or she carries out the decision of the Security Council and is a powerful person. So he is a man. He or she, woman or a man, he have the decision to take any rule. Okay, through the Security Council, he have the powerful person. Then Secretary General is chosen for 5 years. In our state, that is how the Chief Minister have selected only for 5 years, isn't it? The same things happen for the Secretariat also. That is in the United Nations also. The Secretary General is chosen only for every 5 years. And then, here by the General Assembly, the present Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, assumed the post on 1st January 2017. So now at present, who is the Secretary General? Antonio Guterres. So he is the 9th Secretary General in United Nations. So he assumed the post on January 2017. Now let us know the Economics and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council, that is ECOSOC, works under the General Assembly. So this one, the Economics and Social Council, works only under the General Assembly. It looks after those programs of the UN which provide to help the developing nation. It does also look after the programs related to the education, health and culture. It looks after the work of several agencies that work for the poor and needy. So this Economic and Social Council works under the General Assembly, and also it provides and it giving a help to developing nation, and it relates to the education. What are the programs they are related? Education, health and culture. And also it looks at the work for several agencies too, and that work for the poor and needy. Dear children, we come to the end of the session. In next class, we will see the specialized agencies of United Nations in detail. Thank you, children.